Yes, everyone, how are we doing? And welcome to the post-match review for Manchester City's first win at Anfield since 2003. Our first win with fans there, of course, in my lifetime. And I was there. Oh, what a game. What a game. I am on top of the world. I am on top of the moon. I am buzzing. I am ecstatic. Honestly, regardless of what happens this season, whether we go on to win the Premier League title or not, whether we go on to win any other trophies or not, this win will be remembered, in my experience anyway. That at the minute anyway, and possibly forever will be. It'll go down as one of anyway my favourite ever away days, one of the best away days I've ever done. That away end for the final 10-15 minutes was carnage. It was carnage. It was incredible. It was insane. There is so much to get into in this video, so much to talk about. But first of all, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. If you haven't already, go and check out my match day vlog, because I was there at the game yesterday. I made one. Listen, I think it's a belter anyway. I just said it's my favourite ever away day I've done, so of course it's going to be a decent video in it. So listen, if you've not seen it, go and give it a watch. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 by the end of the 25-26 season. And as things are going at the minute, it's looking good. So thank you for your support so far. And listen, enough of the thanking, enough of the appreciation stuff to me or to you. Let's start appreciating them boys in blue, because that yesterday, or of course today when I'm filming this, as you can imagine, but I want to get it up. I'll be at work all day Monday. I want to get it up earlier. So that was incredible. That was a great effort, fight, grit, everything. The heart and desire and love and passion that we're seeing from that team was incredible. It was wonderful. It's what we've been missing. It's what I've been missing. It's what I've been crying out for. I am so sick here of seeing Manchester City capitulate in the second half of games. Capitulate. I mean, a week ago, we went to Spurs. I went to Spurs, and I was livid with how that game finished. I was livid because the first half was beautiful. It was scenes, the football we were playing, the goals we scored, the feeling in the concourse at half time. I was on top of the world then. But we fell apart in the second half, and it's been somewhat of a common theme, not necessarily to the same extent we did at Spurs, but it's been a common theme of Manchester City's 2026 for a fact, where second half, we fall apart. Second half, we're not at that same level. Second half, we're giving away leads. We're giving away points. We're just throwing points away. And I was worried. I wasn't looking forward to this game. Like I said before the game, and how wrong was I? Oh no, I'm cutting. I was wrong. Oh, what a shame. I said before the game, 3 things are guaranteed in life: death, taxes, and Manchester City dropping points at Anfield. Who knows? We might live forever now. Who knows? No more taxes. Honestly, oh, what a day. What a day. So I wasn't looking forward coming into it, because we always drop points there. Something always happens. We always get done over. And one way or another, we did today. They still had the way of VAR. They still ruled out a goal, ruled out that third goal, ruled out Ryan Cherky's halfway line finished goal. They still want to try and piss on our parade one way or another, but it ain't happening. You're not ruining nothing this time, Mr. VAR, Mr. Referee. No chance. What a day. What a feeling. Oh, what a feeling. So I genuinely thought I didn't think we'd lose, but I thought we could lose. I kind of thought we'd lose. I thought we'd drop points anyway. I said my score prediction for the game actually was 2-1, but that was just out of like my lack of willingness to predict anything but a City win. I can't come in a video or say to anyone with a straight face and say, listen, I think City will lose this game. I think City will drop points. I think City will draw. I've just got to say we've got to win. I've got to believe. I've got to put it out there. And I've done it. 2 weeks in about, 2 games in the balance anyway. I said 3-1 Newcastle. That happened. I said 2-1 City against Liverpool. That happened. 10-0 Fulham. 10-0, you're in it first. 10-0. No, but look, the thing is, we won. And, and I wouldn't have cared how we did it. I'd have been happy. But I enjoyed that more than what I would have seen at the Etihad earlier in the season. You know, when we beat them 3-0, it was immense. It was amazing. The whole performance start to finish was brilliant then. And to be fair, I still think the performance at Anfield was brilliant start to finish. The way we worked defensively, off the ball, the midfield I thought was immense. The whole game I thought, well, other than maybe like 10-15 minute period just before Liverpool scored or when Liverpool scored, we sort of went off the ball a little bit. Liverpool stepped up a little bit. But other than that, I thought City defended brilliant today. We worked hard. We ran. We did everything. We did absolutely everything. It was a perfect performance. It was the type of performance you need, the type of effort you need going to a stadium like that. It's what we needed. As I said, 1 win in 23 years before yesterday. One win in 23 years. 3 wins in 68 years. Like this is history. This is history. Whether, as I said, regardless of what happens with the season, we made history. Okay? And it was a memory that I I'm not going to shut up about for the next few weeks. So listen, if you're not a City fan, you're going to find me unbearable. So I'm sorry. Not sorry. Go on, City. But yeah, when I say that I was impressed, I'd enjoyed that more than a 3-0 win, a coasting win, a battering of Liverpool. Of course, both would be lovely. But it shows me something that in the second half, I've seen something that, as I said, I've been missing from City. I've been wanting to see some fight, some grit, some balls, to hold on to a lead or go and chase the game, chase a lead. We had no choice. When Szoboszlai scored it, was a whacker, by the way, unbelievable goal. When he scored, we had 15 minutes left of a game, of course, plus additional time, but 15, 20 minutes left of the game. Just go for it. What else is there to lose? Even a point, realistically, wouldn't have been all that good to us, would it? Like, we're chasing Arsenal. We're points behind. Coming into the game, we were 9 points behind. We had to win. And we threw the kitchen sink at it. We attacked. And I tell you what, we got what we deserved in the end. Manchester City were a better team. We were a better team. Okay, Liverpool, I thought were decent. Liverpool, they stepped up. Liverpool had good moments. But City were the best team. We put in the fight. We put in the work. And we got all 3 points which we deserved. And it was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. Top to bottom of the team. Every single one of them give themselves a pat on the back. Give themselves a hug, give themselves a kiss as far as I'm concerned. They were brilliant. And I'm going to go through a few of them now, okay? Donnarumma, baby. Donnarumma, right? What a save. What a save. Look, I know a lot of the game, he wasn't tested too much. He made a few routine saves. I mean, that you expect of other goalkeepers, never mind Donnarumma. But the Szoboszlai goal that went in is, unstoppable really, isn't it? But the save, I don't even know how to describe the save. That save in additional time. McAllister whirled it. I know it took a deflection, but still, the reach. Pep Guardiola did his own version of it after. Everyone was like, we celebrated that like a goal. It was unbelievable. And he is the best goalkeeper in the world. I've been saying it because it's true. Look at for saves like that, moments like that. Insanity. What a save how he pulled it off. I thought the entire defence to a man was brilliant. Both fullbacks were fantastic. Nori particularly I was impressed with because Nunes, he's been doing this. He's been about this. We know what he is like now. He's like Philip Lahm at right back. We're used to it now. This is what he is. We expect them performances from Nunes now. But Ryan Nori, of course, been a bit hit and miss so far at City so far. His time, you know what I mean? Of course, not even down to his performances. Some of it, his injuries. He's been hindered with a few injuries here and there. But he's come back into the team. And it's having a positive effect on the entire team because one, him at left back, is working brilliantly. We've got a proper back four. It's smashing. It's perfect. I think he's great going forward, great defensively. He's got a lot of energy. I think he's perfect. He's exactly what I think this Manchester City team needs for the way we want to play football. But also, him being at left back and playing so well at left back, it allows Nico Riley to go into midfield, which we all want to see, which I think Nico Riley wants to do. Like, that's his natural position. It's having a brilliant effect on the entire team. I thought both fullbacks were excellent. Kusanov was also brilliant. But let's take a mention. Let's take a moment to talk about the man of the moment, the man of the day, the man of the week, the man of the month, particularly January month. I was star January signing, £20 million bargain. Mark Gay here, the man who was boo. Mark Gay's on a ball, boo. Mark Gay's passed the pass, boo. Mark Gay's had a shot, boo. Pathetic. Honestly. I don't, for a start, look, I'll get into his performance in a minute. Why are you booing? Why are Liverpool fans booing Mark Gay here? What lunacy is that? How pathetic is that? How embarrassing is that? Mark Gahey has been the ultimate professional at Crystal Palace during his failed medical at Liverpool and then since joining Manchester City. It'd have been so easy for Mark Gahey to come online and go, you know what? I'm buzzing it didn't happen with Liverpool. I am buzzing because you know what? I'm joining a bigger and better team. I'm joining Manchester City. This is what we are. Everything works out. Get in. I'm joining the best team in the world. He didn't do none of that. He didn't dig out Liverpool. He didn't make any sly comment or anything like that. He was open and honest and said, like, we found out, he found out about his medical, his transfer failing during his MRI. Like, he wanted to move. Like, he wanted that. And of course, I hate Liverpool, but I can understand it. It would have been a step up from Crystal Palace. I'm glad it never happened. Like, that was saying his quality, but to boo him when he's never done nothing wrong to your club, he's been classy pre and post move from Crystal Palace in his behaviour towards City, towards Palace, towards Liverpool. Embarrassing. One more time. Embarrassing. But anyway, though, his performance, well, that was far from embarrassing. That was quality. Some of the blocks he made. There's some idiots as well crying about, oh, he should have been sent off. Absolute nonsense. Nonsense. That was not a Rick. You won't know up here about last man. That was not last man. Listen, lads, it can't be last man when there's another man behind him. When Ruben Diaz is alongside him, it can't be last man. Sorry to dumb it down for you. But what are we on about here? Gahey should never have been sent off. Gahey was excellent. His passing, He's defending. He's intelligent. He makes the entire team play better. He makes Donnarumma save better. Somehow, I'm just saying it. I don't care. The entire defense looks calmer with it. He's got that same sort of presence that Ruben Diaz has. I said about Ruben Diaz being a leader. Ruben Diaz don't have to do anything on his own, but the effects he has on the rest of the team, the confidence that we have at the back, he is so good. What a signing! We got him half. If I were to say City got Mark Gahey half price, I'd be doing a disrespect to Mark Gahey. We got him a third of the price, a quarter of the price. He is one of the best centre-halves in world football. What a signing. What a signing. I'm so glad he's wearing blue, not red. Stuff you lot. I thought the midfield was fantastic. I mean, Rodri looked more like the Rodri of old, more like the Rodri that we know is in there. We know he's going to come back anyway. There's a few idiots online going about, he's finished. Take no notice of anyone who's saying Rodri's finished. A player with that quality, yes, it's a big injury. Exactly why it was taking him a little bit longer to come back. Now, listen, he might have an off game against Fulham. He might have an off game against Newcastle in a few weeks. He's still, just because he was brilliant against Liverpool, doesn't mean he's going to be at this level every single game. He has spent nearly a year out injured, a huge injury, an awful injury. He will get back there, though, and that was like the Rodri of old. But I'm talking about players of old, talking about someone who's vintage, talking about someone who was phenomenal in the midfield today, someone that I love and adore. Bernardo Silva, running down the wing, Silva makes the blue boy stick, Silva. Oh, what a guy, what a guy. How good was Bernardo? How good was Bernardo Silva? Immense. And I'm not just saying it because he scored the goal. He was City's, maybe barring Mark Gahey, because I give Mark Gahey his man of the match. But again, part of that might have just been the emotional attachment of seeing Liverpool fans boo him and the performance he had and some of the blocks. I don't know. But Bernardo Silva got man of the match from City and the Premier League or whoever. And I think it's fair. He was everywhere. He was absolutely everywhere. Every ball he chased, every pass, every run. He took his goal brilliantly. I mean, Pep waxed lyrical about him. I was reading it all and listening to it on the way home. He waxed lyrical about him, as he always does. We know Pep and Bernardo seem to have this little relationship. I love it. Oh, it's so good. But Bernardo, you know, and he's, again, I'm sorry, I've been calling a lot of people idiots during this video, haven't I? But these idiots online that think that Bernardo's finished, that Bernardo's not good enough, Bernardo this, Bernardo that. It's all we was hearing. You know, when things weren't going well for City, when things were even, we were winning games but not performing right. It was Bernardo this, Bernardo that, Bernardo this, Bernardo that. What now? What now? Because Bernardo's oozing class, Bernardo's oozing quality, Bernardo's the guy, Bernardo's captain, my captain. And you know what? I am so glad that he got the goal, that he played well, that City won a course of them all. But the fact that we did it all and the fact that he was our best player on the day, it nullifies any opportunity for anyone to start yapping about Pep, yapping about his lineup, yapping about the choice of Bernardo Silva going in ahead of Ryan Cherky. Because look, coming into the game, when I seen Ryan Cherky wasn't starting, I wanted to go home. Because as I said, I wasn't exactly entirely confident about City going and winning today anyway. But it was more the fact that Ryan Cherky might be my favourite footballer to watch. I think his quality, he's so easy in the eye. He's gorgeous to watch, isn't he? What he can do with the football. I mean, I got there dead early at the game and I was just watching him warm up, just hit the ball. You know what you see clips of Maradona doing? And I'm not saying Ryan Cherky's Maradona, of course not. He's better than Maradona. But you just see him like kick the ball up and down and control, kick the ball up and control it, kick the ball up and control it. And just what he can do with the ball, he's fascinating. So when I didn't see, when I seen he weren't starting, I was in shock. I was a little bit disappointed. I was a lot disappointed. And it would have been Bernardo Silva who was in that spot, in Ryan Cherky's spot, because we all thought Bernardo weren't playing. Bernardo was a doubt for the game. Bernardo was out injured during the week. He weren't available for Newcastle. And he was a doubt. Pep said, we'll see later. But he seemed a doubt. We thought, all right, it's fine. I love Bernardo. I think he's quality. But we'll have Nico Gonzalez and Rodri and then Cherky. Or Nico Riley and Rodri and Cherky. Like, we thought Cherky would be the guy. And Bernardo came in instead of Cherky and he stepped up. And he arguably won us the game. Without Bernardo Silva there, no disrespect to Cherky, no disrespect to Maradona, no disrespect to anyone. Bernardo Silva, we wouldn't have won that game without him. He was unbelievable. And then the attack, look, Marmoush and Semenyo were decent. They put themselves about well. They worked hard. They ran a lot. That's all you can ask for. As long as they're working, that's all you can ask for. They tried their hardest. But Haaland, hopefully that's not too loud with the microphone. Round of applause, lad. Round of applause, because you know what? He needed that goal, but I needed him to get that goal for my sake when I'm defending him. You know the stupidity I heard in the build-up to this game about Haaland should be dropped, Haaland should be starting, Haaland, because he's played a few games without scoring goals. He's not scored a few goals for a few games. He should be dropped, yeah. Nonsense. What are we on about here? What are we doing here? Let's be real now. Erling Haaland is the best striker in the world. Dropping him for a game that is every season for however far you want to go back, City's toughest game on paper for the season, As I said before the game, death, taxes, and dropping points at Anfield is what we do. And you want to drop the best striker in the world. Do me a favour. And I know the goal he scored was a penalty. Yes, it was a penalty. And people like to undermine penalties. But the pressure that had been on him, the importance that was on it, that penalty kick, and yes, the keeper went the right way, but that makes it more impressive. When the keeper goes the right way and you still score, it makes it a little bit more impressive, doesn't it? Like, the composure, the calmness, and then the emotion, the relief, the joy that you're seeing from him after the goal, after that third goal that was ruled out, after the full-time whistle, and he's running over to the fans like this. Oh, I love him. I love him. And I'm so happy for him. I think he needed that goal. I'm hoping he can kick on from that. We've got Fulham in a few days. He normally gets a few goals against Fulham. He's got a good record against them. I hope he gets a few there, a few after that, and a few after that, and a few after that. Because listen, if Manchester City have a firing Erling Haaland, anything's possible this season. He's the best striker in the world. And any more talk about dropping him, I will lose my marbles. Because yes, I love Marmoush. We all love Marmoush. We all want Marmoush to play more football. Today's fine. Today's perfect. Play them both. Play them both. We don't. It's not one or the other. It's not a goalkeeper. You're not playing. It's not like you can play. Oh, I want Trafford to play. You've got to drop Donnarumma. If you want Donnarumma, you've got to drop Trafford. You can only have one of them. You can play both Haaland and Marmoush. They work well together. It's mint. It's mint. And today, Haaland was on it. He was quality. And look, I know I've done this a little bit backwards. Normally I talk about the game and then talk about individuals, but just to nip back to the game, there's not that much to talk about. I feel like I spoke about everything when, mentioning the players, but Szoboszlai's free kick was just insane. It was just insanity. I mean, the first half, should do that first. First half was a little bit dull. Like, especially for a neutral, you'd expect that it wouldn't be too exciting. There wouldn't be too much to talk about. I thought City defended well, we worked well, but like both teams were about as good as each other. Going in level at half-time was probably fair. And then we came out, I'd say for the first, between 55 and 75, 60 and 70, like I thought Liverpool were the better team. The edge just a little bit. I still thought we were defending quite well. But if they were a team that looked like they were going to go and score, a team that looked like they were going to go and nick it, it definitely were Liverpool. And they scored. And listen, I don't think, yes, it was a wonderful free kick. It was insane. And you can look at it for a few things. And I don't think it should have been a foul for the free kick. I don't think it was a free kick in the start. It's a stupid decision. But it is what it is. Free kick, yes, about 35 yards out. But we know what Szoboszlai is like. We've seen him do it this season alone in big games like this against Arsenal. When Liverpool won 1-0 against Arsenal, it was a Szoboszlai thunder strike from a free kick from like 40 yards out. We know he's got this in his locker. So why, whether it's Donnarumma or the defenders, I don't know. Normally it's the goalkeeper who decides how many's in the wall. Why there was only 2 in the wall for a Szoboszlai free kick? That's criminal in itself. But regardless, I think if there was 4 or 5 in the wall, the curl in it, the height, the bend, everything about that free kick was just insane. It was one of the best goals I've ever seen live. And that's just the reality of it. It was insane. But we reacted well. We responded well. We fought, as I said, we threw it all at it. We knew a draw, even a draw, I don't think would have been enough for City. Definitely not a loss. And the character was shown, the fight was shown. For Haaland's, for the Bernardo's goal, as I said, the build-up was nice. Ball into the box, Haaland's header weighted perfectly. Bernardo took it well. And then the penalty, definitely was a penalty with the laws of the game. It's one of them where I look at it and go, listen, if that's the way around and Donnarumma comes clattering Kirkes, for example, I'm annoyed because I'm going, I don't think that should be a penalty in the rules. I don't think that should be a rule where if he's already kicked the ball, if he's already had his effort on goal or his effort into the box, he's already kicked the ball. If then the keeper goes through him, because the keeper's got to try, the keeper's got to challenge anyway. I don't think that should be a penalty. But the rules that VAR have and the referees and the FA or whoever, the Premier League, the rules back that decision to be a penalty. Within the rules, that's the right decision. I don't think it should be. A lot of you probably don't think it should be. But that's just the way it is. If they're going to change it, go be my guest. I think they should change it. I think that's a stupid thing. As a goalkeeper myself, I'd be fuming if I was Alisson, you know what I'm saying? But they're the rules. Them's the rules. Them's the rules. And yeah, as I said, composure, calmness, quality. Took his penalty well. And then Donnarumma's save, spoke about that. And it wouldn't be a match of you. It wouldn't be a football game without there being somewhat VAR controversy. Just common sense. I think everyone, you know what it is, yeah? The goal standing would have been the best thing for both teams, for everyone, for people watching at home, neutrals who don't care about the game. They don't want 3 or 4 more minutes taken out of the game for officials to overanalyze, overlook, and come to a conclusion that should be a red card. Stupid. The balls hit the back of the net. The Jerky scored from the halfway line. Yes, it were your typical goal from the halfway line where they've hit it and it's done the goalkeeper and all that. Yes, it was an open goal, but he scored. We scored. City fans would rather win 3-1 and Szoboszlai. What difference does it make to us Szoboszlai getting sent off in the 93rd minute? It was longer than that, wasn't it? Like 100th minute. It makes no difference to us at all. I don't care about Szoboszlai. I'm not bothered. Let him play. I'm not bothered. I don't care. So that makes no difference to us. We'd rather 3-1. Liverpool would much rather take the fans, the players, whoever. They'd rather take an extra goal conceded and a 3-1 loss instead of a 2-1 loss. And Szoboszlai getting sent off. Of course they would. They're going to miss Szoboszlai, who's probably been the best player this season, for 3 games. And everywhere, it's negative for anyone. Use common sense. I mean, listen, I've watched it back and I've read and I don't understand it. And I don't think I will understand it. He has been sent off for the pull on Erling Haaland. Fine. It's a soft pull. He didn't stop Haaland. Of course, a pull like that's never going to stop a beast like Erling Haaland. Haaland gave him some back as well after. I think it's soft in itself, but he's last man. If it's a foul, it's got to be a red card because it's last man. But last man, because of a denial of a goal-scoring opportunity. That's what the issue was. He was sent off for a denial of a goal-scoring opportunity. It wasn't a goal-scoring opportunity. It was a goal. It was a goal. The ball hit the back of the net. How is that? What are we doing here? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Just stupidity. Mindless. I don't get it. I don't understand football. What is this game? The game's gone. The game is gone. Honestly. And look, at the end of the day, I don't really care. I'm leaving the game, not bothered. I'm buzzing we won. Whether it's 3-1, 3-0, 8-0, 2-0, 4-1, don't care. 3-1 or 2-1 doesn't make a difference to me. As long as we win, that was all that mattered. And we won. And it was a relief anyway. It was buzzing. What a feeling. What a feeling. I mean, when you're being kept in, for all the Liverpool fans to leave and stuff like that. And it's just concourse full of, not a concourse, sorry, it's just a stand full of City fans just singing songs about Liverpool, singing songs about City, singing songs appreciating the players, singing about Haaland, singing about Pep, singing about Mark Gay here. Oh, Mark Gay is a blue. Hey, Scousers. It was immense. I wanted them to keep us in longer, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't think the goals should be ruled out, but I don't really care. I don't really care at this point. But Turkey's annoyed. I bet some players might be not, but I'm not bothered. As a fan, we won the game, and that was the main thing. And look, I think this win could do massive things for us. Massive, massive things for this season. The belief that this could bring. Because this City team has done something, yes, we all know. And the success speaks for himself. And the players themselves will know. This team isn't a better team than some of the previous ones we've seen on the Pep. 18, 19, 17, 18, 18, 19, that period. They're not them level of players. We had world-class players dotted everywhere, position by position. Treble winning season. We won the treble. It speaks for itself. We're not at that same level. But we have done something this season that them teams, 17, 18, 18, 19, 22, 23, 23, 24, whatever, they failed to do. We won at Anfield. We won at a ground where all the stats, it's all we're hearing, all I was saying about our record coming into it. We never win there. And they did it. And they did it in the perfect way. They did it as an opposite to what we have been doing all season, what we've been saying all season, what players, and to be fair, rightly so, being criticised for not having that fight, not being able to see out a game, not being able to go and win a game, get a winner, push and just win games by all costs. Like, it felt like we were doing something that we've been on the receiving end from. And it felt bloody good, I must say. It felt marvellous. It felt fabulous. All right. So, yeah. Look, I'm buzzing. I think it could do massive things. If we can win at Anfield, we can win anywhere. And that's as a matter of fact. Whether it's Budapest, whether it's a European away day, whether it's, I don't know, Leeds away. That's my next away day. Like, it's, anything's possible. But we don't want to get too carried away. As good as this is, it isn't, like, we've not now won the league. We're still 6 points behind. Of course, it's a massive boost, a massive confidence. And you look at whether it's Arsenal fans, Arsenal players, Mikel Arteta, they might not admit it, but after watching City fight like that, win at Anfield, do something that they failed to do this year, that's 3 points gained on them in that sense, isn't it? You know, they didn't pick up any points at Anfield. We did. We picked up all 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. But, yeah, it's a somewhat of a mental advantage, you'd say. But listen, mental advantage or a 6-point advantage, we're not thick here. We know we'd take the 6-point advantage, wouldn't we? So, still a long way to go. 13 games to go. Pep Guardiola has said himself that in his experience as being a City manager, 13 games of a Premier League season left is a long way to go. It is a third of a season. 39 points still up for grabs. To get back a 6-point deficit when we've still got to play him at the Etihad too. Don't be a fool. Do not rule City out in this title race. This win has done massive things for us. I think if we'd have lost there, you could rule us out. Bernardo Silva said himself, our own captain said realistically, if he's honest with himself, I lost at Anfield, the title race pretty much would have been done. Pep disagreed. Pep said he might have more optimism than them. But Yeah, I think it'd have been fair to say. Sorry, I don't know what happened with Mike then. It'd have been fair to say we'd have been out of the race. I'm not. If we'd have lost this game, and I don't know why I'm even doing this because we didn't, but if we'd have lost, I wouldn't have been saying we can't win it. We can win it, but it would have been like an impossible task. It would have been 9 points. This is ridiculous. So 6 behind, 13 games to go. Job done. Next one, Fulham. Next one, Fulham, Premier League. And we're playing before them, so it's a chance to get 3 points behind them. They've got a game away at Brentford. We're at home to Fulham. Fulham and no pushovers. Fulham will be a good side. They give us a really good game. That was that mental 5-4 game at Craven Cottage earlier this year. But we've got quite a good record against Fulham. If we play like that, if we fight like that against Fulham, never mind Fulham, if we put in that fight, that grit, that energy, that determination, that everything, that level of performance, anything's possible this season. Anything's possible. I'm not saying based on that performance we're going to win a lot, but what I'm saying is we can win anything. We can do anything if we play like that. But at the same time, it's a lot easier to go up like that and perform like that and fight like that and raise your level in that level of game and Anfield and Liverpool away. It's a lot easier to do that than it is Salford at home or Fulham at home or Pride at home or whoever. So listen, we'll see what happens when the time comes. I don't want to take away any more of your day talking about this game because you're going to see a fair bit of it over the past few weeks or the next few weeks because games are coming thick and fast. As I said, my matchday vlog, if you've not seen that, go and give it a watch. I think it was a belter. Thank you for the support on the channel ever so recently or whatever. Subscribe if you're new. Subscribe if you're not already. Up the Blues. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comments, what you thought of the performance, what you thought of the video, anything I've said. Do you disagree? Do you think it should have been a red card and get here? Do you think it should have been a red card so there was like? I'm talking really quick now. I don't know what I'm doing. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Up the boys in blue. 13 games to go. I'll see you tomorrow for the Fulham preview. Come on, City.